Ladies and gentlemen, the new special counsel into Trump will end without indictments. We know this because there was already a special counsel with Robert Mueller that didn't end in any indictment of Donald Trump. The Steele dossier was completely fabricated. They couldn't prove any of the absurd allegations against Trump, that he was installed by another country, and these people deny results in a more profound manner than anyone ever has in the history of the United States of America, but they get away with it because wonderful, highly educated, morally superior sensibilities are what count in this day and age, or at least within American politics. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. This is an article about Jack Smith, Trump's new special counsel, investigating his attempts to overturn 2 years ago, and January and Mar-a-Lago and classified data. He already had the DOJ already has everything that Trump took to Mar-a-Lago. They didn't need to. They could have indicted him right then and there. They have everything they need. Okay, but they didn't indict him. Why didn't they indict him? Because they don't have a crime. He's a former president, and the Supreme Court, as well as previous presidents, have done similar, or in some cases worse. And then you had Secretary Clinton, who had top secret intel siphoned to servers outside the U.S. government. So, number one, they can't indict him for Mar-a-Lago. Because if they could have, they would have. The special counsel isn't going to find anything the DOJ doesn't already have. So again, it's basic logic. You could have indicted Clinton, and Comey went to bat and covered that all up. And you can watch the short on this channel. No reasonable prosecutor would indict, even though there's violations and, she broke the law. Then you have the issue of trying to overturn or challenge results and not accepting results. Democrats have done that from day one. They even had a public service announcement with celebrities, a commercial begging the entire American political system not to accept his defeat of Clinton. Okay. You also have this, and this is very important, okay? The Federal Bureau of Investigation already looked at this. Exclusive Federal Bureau of Investigation finds scant evidence, so that it was coordinated. Okay, so there you go. This was, this was, last year, obviously, but they had already investigated. They found that it wasn't coordinated, and it was a terrible, terrible day, but you had a whole summer of that, and I agree with why people were demonstrating that summer, but you had a whole summer of that with $1 to $2 billion in property damage. They're not going to indict Trump for that either. Now, I do think that they're heading towards some kind of indictment. I don't think for some reason, I don't see the special counsel recommending an indictment because the DOJ already had all the evidence. The DOJ has lawyers, prosecutors desperate, not just wanting Trump indicted. They are desperate to have Trump indicted. They will do anything to find a crime against this man. Anything. Okay? Trump has been treated in a manner that no other politician, Republican or Democrat, has been treated. Find me a time when a former president, Republican or Democrat, had the Federal Bureau of Investigation conduct a raid at their residence. It's never happened before. Okay? And then you have so many other examples. Find me a Biden dossier or a Clinton dossier. You don't even need dossiers for these people. Just look at Hunter or probably Bill. Okay? You don't even need, their actual real lives are the fabricated nonsense within a dossier purchased against Trump. So then you have Marjorie Taylor Greene, Holman Rule will defund Garland special counsel. So the House can defund the special counsel. Now the Senate could be an issue in the Senate, okay? Hopefully Herschel Walker wins, but you get the vice president as the tiebreaker. But then you could have the House of Representatives stall any spending bill, or a budget, to ensure that, and so you'd have gridlock. You could have a government shutdown over this. And if Republicans are smart, Trump Republicans or Kevin McCarthy is smart, he will call their bluff. They don't need a special counsel. The special counsel has already been preceded by desperate prosecutors trying desperately to find something on Trump, but they can't because he didn't commit a crime. Hunter, Hillary, yes, they committed crimes. Two different standards of justice for two different political parties in the United States of America. If Hunter or Hillary aren't indicted, it's because the entire American political system is covering up and propping them up. And we know this. We saw what took place with Twitter and what's taking place. Watch the segments prior to this one. That's why they're so upset that Elon Musk took over Twitter. Oh my God, now we have to listen to actual stories, highlighting corruption and criminality within the Democratic Party, and you won't suppress that? Oh no. So they're used to having every single advantage. The issue, ladies and gentlemen, with this special counsel is that it is public. It's an endless stream of public relations. It's an endless stream of negative articles, contempt, disdain, distrust. This bolsters the notion, the flawed belief that Trump is the embodiment of criminality. He hasn't committed a crime. Okay, we know that Clinton did. We had Comey stated that. Watch the short on this channel. Watch the short on this channel. Okay, 26,000 views. And by the way, watch the short. Republicans should thank God for Donald Trump on this channel. And subscribe also to H.A. Goodman's other channel, the Stock Market Crash channel. But ladies and gentlemen, you have a situation, people, where the House of Representatives investigating Hunter, FTX, all the other corrupt and likely criminal examples of foul play within the Democratic Party. You have the Washington Post, the New York Times. You have all these publications on the defensive. Oh my God, they're going to impeach Biden, and they will impeach Biden. This is a phony, fake impeachment. With Trump, when they impeached him for an ellipsis, or for the crimes of other people that had nothing to do with him. Okay, he didn't tell people to do anything. Okay, he didn't say get in people's faces the way certain Democratic politicians did. Okay, when Biden will get impeached, and you won't have Twitter suppressing dialogue, discourse, debate, discussion, and we're going to find out the extent of the criminality. That'll overshadow the special counsel. The first special counsel ended with actually exonerating Trump. It was a complete failure. Even a great many Democrats, especially the far left, they're resigned to the fact that the DOJ is not going to indict Trump. And the DOJ probably, this is the thing. I am torn between them indicting Trump just to stop him politically and them fearing a precedent, because then Republicans will indict Biden or Hillary or Bill. Biden took place in business activity regarding Hunter meeting his associates that is potentially criminal. Okay, there are laws pertaining to graft and potential bribery schemes. You can't do that. You can't promise somebody. You can't. You shouldn't. I don't even think it's even legal to meet with Hunter's business associates as vice president, which Biden lied about. So these are actual felonies. Okay, and you can't. You don't have that with Trump. You have 150 suspicious activity reports between banks and institutions regarding Hunter and Joe. You don't have that with Trump. They don't have anything with the classified data. As a former president, he could declassify anything he wants. And So they don't have anything. But I'm thinking, like, are they just going to just indict him for something that he can prove in a court of law he didn't, like, that wasn't a crime or that he is innocent of? And are they worried about the repercussions on their end? I think the more we find out about Hunter and Joe and the impeachment, the less likely it is. Though it's interesting. It can work either way, but that I just think in terms of politics, they must understand that Trump is remaking the Republican Party into his own image, which is actually nothing to do with the apoplectic and hysterical vision of what Trump represents to Democrats. It's a populist political party now that is an anti-interventionist or anti-counterinsurgency conflict political party. The antithesis of Lincoln Project, Liz Cheney, foreign policy, and focuses on economic growth. So that's what, like, Mitt Romney is not that type of Republican. Trump is. So I just, it's interesting. This will amount to nothing. Very likely, it'll be overshadowed by all the investigations within the House of Representatives, and it won't be funded. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now.